Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and mentalmotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on Get Out of Your Rut and Take Your Life Back. Now, this is all shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which is something I'd love for you to join. It's simple, easy to do, and inexpensive. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit the link below, mentalmotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. I'll have more to say at the end of this video. Get out of your rut and take your life back. You know, when I started Mental Motivation 10 years ago, that's 2009, Halloween of 2009, I did not anticipate who I was going to reach, nor did I anticipate what challenges they were going to have. I didn't know whether I was going to be reaching people who were trying to be better salespeople or someone who was trying to rise up in the ranks of a company or whatever. I had no idea where people were when I started. But after these 10 years, there's one thing that I have seen consistently throughout, and I get it from the comments that people write in, the messages that they send to me about the difference made in their life because they followed this page or watched a video or read an article, and it is this. They'll say, "You helped me, CJ, get out of a rut." Or they'll say, "You helped me, CJ, to get unstuck." Or they'll say, "You helped me to take my life back." And so I wanted to talk a little bit more about that because I know that's where so many people are. They want to get out of a rut and they want to take their life back. Now, what do we mean when we say, get out of a rut? People think they're stuck. Right? They think they're stuck in life. They're not going anywhere. Maybe they were going somewhere in the past, but right now they're struggling. Right now they're coming up against the resistance of life. They just don't seem to be in the same mindset that they used to be in when they started. What changed? What got you to this place where now you're stuck? Now you just can't seem to move forward. Now you just find that no matter what you do, you're just kind of spinning your wheels in fruitlessness. That's what we mean when we say you are stuck in a rut. Well, what is a rut? A rut is a habit or pattern of behavior that has become dull and unproductive, but is hard to change. Man, doesn't that describe where you might be in life or have been in this place before? A habit or pattern of behavior that has become dull and unproductive, but it's hard to change. You're in a position right now where you're not producing results. You're in a position right now where nothing is really happening. You don't see the way forward, and you don't know how to change it. So when people started to follow my page, what changed? What was it that, did I go into their lives and make changes to their circumstances and that's what got them out of their rut? No, not at all. I had no influence whatsoever on their physical circumstances. Nothing changed in their physical circumstances until something changed in them, and that's what happened. There was a mindset change. There was something that changed in their thinking, the way they viewed themselves, the way they viewed the world, the way they viewed their problems, the way they viewed their situation and circumstances. That's what changed. And how they saw themselves in relation to their situation is the key. How you see yourself in relation to your problems, how you see yourself in relation to your difficulties, setbacks, whatever it is, your circumstances. The key is how you see yourself in relation to that, because that's where you're held up. That's where you're stuck. That's where you're in a rut. Unproductive. Nothing seems to be moving. Things have become dull. It's become boring. It's become routine, and you don't know how to change it. You'd be surprised how many people are stuck in a rut, man. Lots and lots of people, and that may be where you are. What's the root cause of a rut? Again, as everything else, it always comes down to the same root cause. It's in the mind, as I said. It's in relation to how you see yourself and how you see yourself in terms of your situation, in terms of your problem. Are your situations and circumstances stronger than you? Are they too ominous for you to overcome, too big for you to climb over, go through, get around? Is that where you are? because it's how you see yourself. It's how you see and perceive yourself that determines what you believe about what is possible. And you may feel like your circumstances are impossible. You may feel like you've done everything that you can to get out of where you are, and yet you remain stuck. Well, I can assure you, you haven't even scratched the surface in terms of possibility. Now, this is offensive to people. They say, how dare you, CJ? You don't know what I've been through. You don't know the situation that I'm in. Exactly, I don't know. But I do know this. I know that we are all capable of 10 times more in every area of our life than we're executing right now. You're capable of 10 times more. I know you are stronger than whatever it is that you're facing. Again, you might say, CJ, how can you say that? How do you know? In other words, you're trying to avoid being shamed here. You're trying to avoid having the responsibility be upon you. But I could come and visit you. Somebody else could come and visit you and see your circumstances and look at what you've tried. And we might find out, man, you haven't even scratched the surface. And I can pretty much guarantee you that's the case, that you have not yet scratched the surface of what's possible for you, of what solutions are available for you. But why? I mean, if that's the case, then how do you get out of that? You just say, okay, CJ, fine. I haven't tried everything. Fine. I'm capable of 10 times more. Now what? Because I'm obviously not releasing it. So what am I going to do? I'm still stuck. You can tell me all these things all day long, CJ, but I'm still stuck because I'm obviously not capable of releasing all of this personal power you're talking about. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And like I said, it's a change in your mind. It's a change in the way you see certain things. I had a conversation with somebody recently on a coaching call, and I brought this up, which was that a lot of the things that we think are so difficult to change in our life could be changed simply by a transformation of our worldview. Our worldview, the way we view life, ourselves, the world, our philosophy of life. You see, we're only able to execute based on the knowledge that we have. And if we are able to then change, have a paradigm shift, as they say, you shift your paradigm, then suddenly you see possibilities you did not see before. You see opportunities you did not see before. But even better yet, you see yourself like you did not see yourself before. And that's what I want to cover this week in this series about getting out of your rut and taking your life back. I want to help you change your paradigm. I want to help you change your perspective of your life, your problems, and especially yourself in relation to them. Because I can promise you, you are so much stronger than you realize. And if we just can shift a few things in your mind, you would be amazed at what immediately changes in you. I'm not talking about something that takes a long time. I'm talking about you will immediately feel empowered. You will immediately feel energized. You will immediately begin to take action like you did not before, simply by a transformation of your paradigm, your worldview, the way you see the world and yourself in relation to it. This is why this is so important, man. This is why this is so important. You've got to revolutionize your life. This is the only life that you've got, and the clock is ticking on the only life that you've got. You do not get a do-over in this. This is your one shot. This is all you've got. Are you going to keep donating another day and another week and another month and another year to being stuck, to being in this rut, to not being productive, for life being dull and boring? You're not going anywhere. No significance in life, just getting older, counting the days to the grave. That's not how you're supposed to live, man. You're supposed to live your best life. You're supposed to maximize all that you are, all that you can do. You're supposed to live 10 times more, be 10 times what you are right now in any area of life. That means relationships. That means your health, your appearance, your job, your financial situation, anything. Every area of life, you are capable of so much more. How are we going to get there? We're going to get there by changing your paradigm. We're going to get there by changing the way that you think. It all begins there, man. The rest of it is easy. Once we change the way you see yourself in relationship to your problems, to your insurmountable situation, to your impossible circumstances, man, then suddenly everything becomes possible. Everything becomes possible. Can you dig that? Man, I hope you can. So that's what I'm covering all this week in the Life Domination online coaching program. Now, like always, I always show the first episode of each week's new 5-message series right here for the public. However, if you're going to see the rest of these videos, you have to join the group. It's very inexpensive, as I said, and easy to do. It's all done in a private Facebook group, which I administrate, which means you can do the whole thing from your smartphone. Minutes a day. And the only other people in the group are people just like you, highly motivated people that are trying to change their life. They're getting unstuck. They're making things happen. And we all empower each other. It's a positive community. You're tired of all that negativity in the world? You keep saying you're surrounded by negative people. You get on Facebook every day and you see all the negativity, people arguing online. Well, then join this group, because I can assure you none of that stuff goes on there. I don't allow it. And they don't want to do it. These are positive people, man. So you get to be in with some other positive people just like yourself. You and I get a chance to work a little bit closer together, and it works awesome, man. I show all the videos there in the group. Now, not only that, you will also have access to the complete archives of previously done videos in this group. And I think there's well over 800 videos on over 175 different topics. So you'd be amazed, man, at all of the stuff that we've already covered. You'll have access to that, plus each week's new video series, and be in there with some awesome people, and you and I get a chance to work together more closely. Sound pretty good, huh? All that for less than $20 a month. You can quit anytime. There is no contract. So if I were you, I would check it out. You can learn more below at metalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.